Hey, Joe at Fabspeed Motorsports USA. Really excited to share with you some new refinements and developments. About a year ago, we worked on a 991.2 Speedster, several cars. We developed a suite of products for that. And one of the key things people like is bolt-on tips for the factory OEM Porsche muffler. Porsche on the 997 GT3s to the 991 GT3s makes the tips. They're all welded together. Same thing on the 992 GT3 and the 991.2 Speedster. So you have two tips welded to this plate. And then one thing I like to point out, it has a pinch point in here. It narrows down to 2.5 inches, maybe even 60 millimeters, but it's restrictive right here. And the car's making over 500 horsepower. So what we did is we laser light scanned this in with our Amatec Handy Scan, went into SolidWorks, and then designed a tip holder for the car. And what we did to improve the flow is we increased the diameter to true 70 millimeters, 2 3/4 inches for maximum flow. That way, if you're doing other things on your car, performance headers, anything else to improve the airflow through the engine or out of the engine, you enhance the flow and you'll make more power. Going along with that, this is designed to bolt on every single 991.2 Speedster or 992 GT3 worldwide. We have tip options for the car. If the car is a track car and you're looking to quiet it down, we've got these 90-degree turn downs that slide right on, tighten them up. You can angle them from microphones on the track in California, wherever you might be. Then we have beautiful single wall stainless steel tips working on titanium. These things slide right on, single wall, lightweight, has our logo on there. Then I come over to our signature carbon fiber matte tips. These are favorite, matte carbon, takes the heat, doesn't fall apart. Now we have resonated tips. These are double wall resonated precision tips. Has like a little mini muffler in here, but looks really good. This is satin black, ceramic coated. And then here's polished stainless steel, one of my favorites that we offer for all the cars. Anyway, from Fabspeed Motorsports, we're really excited to go on this journey to develop the world's finest systems and products for the 992 GT3 cars worldwide. Check us out online. We're gonna have our master tech, Mike Stupka, gonna show you how to install these on the car or any other cars.
Hello everybody, I'm here to give you a quick step-by-step on how to install the Fabspeed Dual Deluxe tips here on this 992 GT3. Here's all the tools you'll need. For this project, you're gonna need a T30 on a little extension to remove the diffuser, a 6-inch extension to reach the factory tips, and then a couple 13s to install our tips, and then finally a tape measure just to check that everything's centered. So the first step we're gonna do is removing the rear diffuser. Like I said before, there's 5 T30 bolts holding it on. If you have ramps in your garage, you should be able to back the car on, and that'll give you necessary room to get it off. So the best method I've found for removing the shield if you're doing it by yourself is to first get the left and right T30s on the front. Then go ahead and get the 2 on the back. Be careful not to scratch the diffuser itself. Then with both of the rear bolts out, hold it with one hand and go ahead and get the final bolt up front. And then the next step to remove the tips themselves is to get the 3 13mm bolts that surround it. Now your next step is going to be replacing the factory tip bracket with our Fabspeed tip bracket. We're going to reuse the factory hardware, the 3 13mm nuts, and the eccentric washers. Once all the nuts and washers are finger tight, you can go ahead and move the bracket around to your liking. A nice center point I like to use to make sure everything's dead center is the backup camera directly above it. And then once you have the bracket where you want it, you can go ahead and tighten the 13mm nuts to 13 foot-pounds. Once you have your tip bracket where you want it, you can go and install your tips. We're gonna go with the carbon tips on this model, and they have adjustable rings here so you can perfectly get the tips set up at the right angle for what you want. Once you have your tips set up where you want them, you're gonna use a 13mm wrench and 13mm socket and go ahead and tighten them down. Say that's just about centered. Now we're gonna go and throw the diffuser on the car. Now that your diffuser's on, you're good to go. If you do need to make any final adjustments to the tips, you're able to get some wrenches here and get them set up just perfect.